Matt Gray is here on the Blaze Radio Network.
Great to have you with us. 888-900-3393. Also at Pat Unleashed on Twitter. Halfway through the week already. Jeffy joins us with Chewing the Fat in about half an hour. And I knew it. You knew it. Most of us knew it. The minute we heard the story, you're like, okay, yeah, I bet that's a hoax. Bubba Wallace, who is, I think, the only black driver in NASCAR, maybe in NASCAR history. No, he's not. There's been others?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay. Hispanics? Any Hispanics, Rob? Yes, there have been. Asians.
Yeah. Huh?
Asians? We've ever had any Asian drivers? Asian descent. What about Polynesian descent? Native Americans?
Trans? Any trans?
Trans? Yeah. Where's our trans
Any
driver?
Eskimos?
Wow. Oh, that was hateful.
Oh, no.
Holy cow.
Oh, no. This early.
You know what? I'm going to just pretend you didn't say that. I'm going to pretend.
Women. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. No, I was about to get. I know they've had women because what's her face was a driver.
Yeah.
You know what's her face?
Danica Patrick.
Yes.
Miss GoDaddy.
Yes.
Mrs. Aaron Rodgers.
That's right. Mm-hmm. Are they still together? I think they are, right?
I think so. Right.
A long time now.
She led him astray, and the rest is history.
Yeah. All right. Well, so Bubba Wallace, somebody had hatefully committed a hate crime.
Got to get to the bottom of this.
Being the monger of hate that they are, they fashioned a noose and they hung it up in his garage.
And it came on the heels of him saying there shouldn't be the Confederate flag at NASCAR events.
Yeah, it did.
And the fact that he's black in America.
Yeah.
Obviously, we hate him by default.
Right.
So it wasn't a far stretch to think that someone
sure wasn't
planted that noose in his garage.
I stretched my mind out far enough to think that didn't actually happen.
Well,
nobody planted a noose. And so the FBI leapt into action. They leapt into action.
That's a federal crime.
Sure is. Mm-hmm. As well it should be. FBI did a thorough investigation and found that it was a rope dangling down to close the garage door with. It's the pull-down rope on a garage door.
Oh, we got to ban pull-down ropes starting right now.
Ta-da!
We got to stop this. No more pull-down ropes.
And you might have, asked a question when you first saw the thing and thought, hey, that's a little too skinny for anybody to get their head through. Maybe it's not meant as a noose. Go back to the other picture. Look how tiny. You're going to get a head through that? I don't think so. Maybe you might have noodled that one out. No. You jump immediately.
Not in 2020 America.
Immediately jump to the conclusion that it was a noose and it's a pull-down garage door rope. That's what it is.
I swear.
Everybody's on board. They did this huge thing. They pushed his car to the front of the...
Solidarity, right?
Yeah, look at this. There it is.
Oh, look at that.
Millions and billions of race car enthusiasts and... Actually, I think those are just drivers and their crew. But still...
We won't stand for this kind of hate.
They all parked to the side. And then they pushed his car to the very, very front. To the tippy top of the line.
Like a funeral procession. They're all off to the side. Let them go by.
No, this is beautiful. Don't cheapen it, kid. Don't cheapen it.
No, I won't be the one to cheapen it.
It's beautiful. This is beautiful.
America, get it together.
It wasn't a noose. And we all had that suspicion. I bet. I mean, it wasn't just us. I mean, I'm sure everybody thought, these always turn out to be a hoax. Sure enough. Sure enough. Now, are you aware that due to racial injustice, Bubba Wallace has never won a NASCAR race?
What?
Never won a NASCAR series race.
Because of racial injustice?
Due to racial injustice.
That's not right.
Yeah, so I think we need to make some adjustments to compensate for these injustices.
Yeah.
First of all, white racers. So if you're a driver and your skin tone is white, you have to drive with at least one flat tire.
I'm sorry?
All white racers, their vehicles have to have one flat tire. The other three can be completely inflated, but one of the tires must be flat.
The NASCAR woke series.
Yes.
Nice job, Rob. So Wait, okay, so just kind of like balance the playing field.
Yes,
because
to take away some of the racial injustice.
For so long, white people have been driving around with 4 aired-up tires.
Right.
I see.
And essentially, the black people have had 1 flat tire or more. And so this is
like society has strapped a flat tire on their vehicles.
Right.
Huh.
Also, white racers must start the race with a hole in their radiators. You just puncture a hole in the radiator at the beginning of the race, and then flatten one of the tires.
So that'll balance it out then.
Yeah. Plus, the whiteys have to start the race with just half of their fuel tank full. Just half. They go on half full.
I think we're kind of going overboard here a little bit. No?
NASCAR is also installing speed limit signs for the white drivers. They're not to exceed 35 miles per hour.
Those cars go like
really fast, like 200 and something.
Yeah,
they can go 35. If there happens to be a minority, let's just say there's a minority on the track, the minority may go as fast as he or she pleases. But the whites have a speed limit of 35 miles per hour. So I think with these adjustments, perhaps we can reach racing racial justice. I'm hopeful.
A racial nirvana at NASCAR.
Now, none of these. Keep in mind, none of these adjustments are being made because Bubba's not just as good as everybody else. These are simply to make up for the injustice he's had to deal with so far.
I see.
So
but hold on a second.
Few important steps.
It's really exciting at the end of the race. Like when there's 1 lap left, they do the white flag. Isn't that right, Rob? Isn't that the white flag they do?
Right.
See?
Wow.
I mean, that's just waving it in their face.
I thought the finish flag was checkered. You're going for the checkered flag.
Well, that's at the very end,
right?
Yeah. But with the 1 lap left, you're like, "Hey guys, we're racists. Here's the white flag. Look at that. I mean, just right in their face for 100 years now.
That's terrible.
We didn't even see that. They're driving on blacktop.
Right.
You're gonna have to repave everything, just white surface, huh?
Right.
I mean, I can get on board. Now I'm starting to see.
You see?
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
You see what Bubba's dealt with?
I see.
Okay.
Don't forget they have to eliminate the black flag for drivers who are misbehaving.
Oh
boy.
That's right. A black flag when there's something naughty going on, huh?
Which also brings up another black flag issue, and that's the rodent killer. What about the roaches killer black flag? That product's name must change.
I mean, this is out of hand. This is what they refer to as systemic racism, and I think we're seeing that play out right in front of us. Believe in something even if it didn't happen.
I love the photo of Bubba Wallace and the slug line, "Believe in something even if it didn't happen."
I mean, that's a great tweet from Mark Dice, but I mean, let's spell something correct.
Yeah, let's see that again.
Left the E off. Believe in something. Come on, you just ruined a perfect meme with a spell check error.
That's embarrassing. That's a tad embarrassing.
But the whole timeline with this noose in Bubba Wallace's garage, right?
Uh-huh.
Like, jump in here, Rob, who's our NASCAR aficionado. Like, so they knew that this thing wasn't an issue before they did that little walkathon, right?
The FBI did, right?
The FBI knew that.
And if the FBI knew, they told NASCAR.
Of course they did.
They told the NASCAR officials, and they did this thing anyway.
It was too late, man. We got to get the PR kick off of this thing.
Unbelievable.
Oh, come on.
Seriously unbelievable.
Please, help us.
You keep using that word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
I just so... Every day, it gets more and more bizarre. I mean, this is...
if you're Bubba Wallace after that big...
Aren't you embarrassed?
Right? You have to be embarrassed to no end, right?
You look like an idiot.
He went on Don Lemon's show and said, "This is no mistake. This is straight up a noose. It was straight up a noose."
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, come on, man.
Yes, he did. And then to find out, no, it wasn't. Not straight up, not in a crooked way, not in a roundabout way. It just wasn't a noose. Did nobody think about that in the first place?
And apparently it's on every garage. Okay, like...
And this one had been there for, I think they said a year and a half. Or
October
a
2019,
year almost.
yeah.
Jeez, Come on.
Yeah, because somebody found an old picture. Like, I guess they redid the garages, right? Last fall there. And so somebody had a picture from before the redo and then after. And so ever since October of 2019, that noose,
It's
if you will.
also my understanding that you couldn't know which garage Bubba Wallace was going to be in. Is that true, Rob?
Correct. Garage stalls were assigned randomly.
Randomly, yeah.
Random
But
assignments.
some awful, hateful racist somehow just guessed right and put the noose in the right garage. Okay. I mean, it was preposterous from the beginning. From the very beginning, somebody should have said, "Dude, that's a pull-down rope." Okay, it's to pull down. It's been here since October, and nobody knew who was going to be in this stall. I mean, it's just. It's so asinine. The English words.
Yeah, we're out. We're done.
Right.
We've exhausted the dictionary.
Completely run out of the supply of words adequate to describe things.
Just side note here. Just thinking. You think Jussie Smollett is a NASCAR fan?
Maybe. I don't
Just
know.
a random thought. Has
Yeah.
nothing to do with anything.
Yeah. I don't know why that particular person would have sprung up here as we're talking about hoaxes.
I'm a big fan of
Smollett?
the show he
Yeah. Empire?
Empire. I'm a big Empire fan. Is the show I love that he was on.
We got some tweets here. T. Sheehan tweets, congratulations to the left on a great week. They defeated 2 cartoons, a pancake mix, a box of rice, an ice cream bar, and a bottle of syrup. That's a big week right there.
That is.
Congratulations.
That is moving the football down the field.
Think of that. The right has only been able to, I think we've defeated 0 cartoons so far.
Yeah.
And I don't think we've had any pancake mix victories at all.
No.
And we haven't even gone up against syrup yet, so
No. All I've got
I
is
shudder to think what might happen.
I got a big box of capitalism at home waiting for all these bands to take hold so I can meet you over at eBay. I went and stocked up on the old Aunt Jemima and the
Oh, did you?
Uncle Ben. Yeah, man. So when this stuff actually comes off the shelves once and for all. But I'm just a hateful capitalist, obviously. But, we didn't even really spend a lot of time talking about the cartoon, the Elmer Fudd thing, the taking his gun away.
Yeah.
Because it's hunting season. You're going to go out there with your bare hands or whatever. I don't know, guys. I didn't ask for this, but do we still have... someone sent an image of the video game that was blood and guts and gore and stuff, and how the left doesn't say anything about that. But, oh my gosh, Elmer Fudd walking around chasing a rabbit around... That we've got to have a jihad. Am I allowed to say? Can I say jihad? Am I allowed to do that?
I think you just did.
Okay. So, and I'm being told it's Mortal Kombat, maybe is what it is. But anyway, the scene was just this room just filled with blood and gore and a dead body and stuff. Looks so real. There it is. We've had to censor it because it's so gross and so lifelike. And then, of course, Elmer Fudd with Bugs Bunny putting his finger inside the barrel. That we can't have. So congratulations, absolutely, the left with a big week.
Yeah, some big wins for him. Big wins. And the other cartoon would have been Paw Patrol?
Oh, Paw Patrol, because, it glorifies...
Got to get rid of that nice police dog. Because, of course, we all know there are no nice police people. So
and
we can't portray them as such in a cartoon.
Not the first time that Paw Patrol has been the target. Remember the professor saying, it's so pick you up by your bootstraps, it's like a capitalist paradise.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Amazing. Derek Hillen tweets, wait, do I need to give $10 to AOC now, too, because she's black?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yes, you do.
She said Latinos are black.
That's right.
So, so you...
And she won big last night, by the way. We were holding out some hope that maybe this guy, because that's what they were saying. They were saying the guy that was running against her in the primary maybe had a chance. He got destroyed. She's on to the general election against the Republican, which the Republican will have no chance against her in the fall. Too bad. We're going to have to put up with her for at least another 2 years. Also, we got this tweet from a pathead, Cincy.
Cincy brown coat. Yeah.
Cincy brown coat. Since AOC is now claiming she's an African American, I think we honor her comments with a hashtag as black as AOC.
Hashtag as black as AOC.
As
oh, like
AOC.
okay, like this piece of paper as black as AOC. You see right here.
Okay.
I think that's kind of the point there. That's
see.
fun. Let's do that.
Then this fun story from the Babylon Bee. Democrats admit they get all their ideas from the Babylon Bee.
That's where we're at.
I love that. At a Babylon Bee, if you're not familiar, is a satirical website. At a press conference this morning, Democrat leaders were asked a question a lot of creatives are asking. Where do you get your ideas? Oh, yeah, Babylon Bee, totally, said Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. We check the Babylon Bee every morning and get some great ideas for what we're going to do the next week. One time, the Babylon Bee wrote an article where Ocasio-Cortez nearly strangled herself with her shoelaces. I thought that one was really great. It reminded me about bootstraps and shoelaces and how they contribute to a less equitable society. So I gave a fiery speech about it in Congress.
Okay.
John Kerry read a Babylon Bee article about an AR-16 and immediately condemned the rifle, saying he was thankful to the news outlet for bringing it to his attention. The Bernie Sanders campaign said they weren't sure how to sell their Green New Deal support to the nation, but then read a great article where the Babylon Bee said the deal would include energy-efficient gulags. So campaign staffers quickly changed their tune and started talking about setting up gulags and rounding up Trump supporters and burning cities if Sanders won. I mean, those things actually did happen.
Yeah, jokes today are the Democratic playbook tomorrow.
That's almost not even a joke story. It's you could make a case they really are getting those ideas from the Babylon Bee. It's that ridiculous right now with the Democrats.
2020.
Wow. All right, let me tell you about Keeps real quick. Keeps is the way you can keep your hair. They offer generic versions of the only 2 FDA-approved hair loss products, so it saves you all kinds of money. If you're struggling right now with finding a bunch of hair in the sink or in the shower drain after you've taken a shower and you're really concerned about that, then please just go to keeps.com/Pat. Keeps.com/Pat. You answer a few questions online, snap a few pictures of your hair and post those, and then a doctor reviews all your information and recommends the right hair loss product for you. Then it'll be shipped discreetly to your door. So without even leaving your couch, you can stop your hair loss. In about 90% of cases, it's effective for stopping hair loss, and 67% of men are able to experience hair regrowth. So pretty amazing. We've come a long way with this stuff. You don't have to lose your hair anymore. Go to keeps.com/Pat. That's keeps.com/Pat.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.
Well, the syrup victory that was obtained by the left this week.
Syrup victory.
is upsetting to the Aunt Jemima family. The family of the woman who portrayed Aunt Jemima opposes rebranding because she was a hero in their hometown. And they thought it was honoring her.
Yeah, she did too.
Not mocking her. So Vera Harris doesn't want Aunt Jemima to rebrand because her second cousin was an ambassador almost 100 years ago. Lily and Richard worked for the Quaker Oats brand for 23 years. From 1925 on for the next 23 years. Quaker Foods North America announced this week it would be removing the image and name. And it just doesn't matter. I don't think that the family...
Oh, history doesn't matter. Facts don't matter.
No.
Does it make them feel
And
good?
no one was offended by it.
Right.
That doesn't matter.
That's the other thing.
Who's been clamoring? You know, that Aunt Jemima. That syrup. Every time I go to the store.
It's under my skin, you know what?
I feel like I have to stab someone. Nobody was saying that. Nobody was pissed off about it. It's just all this preemptive outrage. Just asinine. And thank you, Twitter and online morons who are just looking for any possible offense there can be.
Right.
Apparently, Toto, the band Toto, is racist now.
I'm sorry?
Because of their 1982 hit, Africa. Racist lyrics. Racist lyrics.
God bless the rains.
I bless the rains down in Africa. Blessing the rains in another continent that you've never been to is pretty white savior complex.
Oh, please make it stop. Please.
That's what one tweet said. Thank God this radio, this rando.
Random.
Okay. This random, all these.
That's hip. That's hip, man. That's a hip way to say
hip.
Random. It's
what
rando.
Is, yeah, you're skipping one letter.
I mean, look, it's
okay.
It's efficient, right?
Thank God this random blessed the rains. Now we will have enough grain to feed the starving babies in this wild, untamed land, wrote another. White people, I understand this will be hard to hear, but we're going to have to talk about that Toto song sooner or later.
What? Why? Is there any... Those of you who get angry about stuff like this, what is your life like? I mean,
seriously. Another fan wrote, I don't think it's for us non-black folk to tell black folk how to feel about a song performed by 4 white men about the continent their ancestors were kidnapped from, but that's just my opinion.
I'm not going to make it to the end of the show.
There's somebody trying to save the song.
Yeah.
I mean, please.
I'm not going to make it to the end of this show.
There's not one racist lyric in the song Africa by Toto. Not one. This is just another created, made-up outrage.
Oh, and there's even another
just
one.
Keep coming.
You got some guy writing an article about...
oh, man. The golf tournament?
Okay,
what golf tournament would you think? See, if you asked me that before I read this story, before you mentioned it this morning, I wouldn't have thought about it because I've never thought about the Masters golf tournament. I've never thought about it being about masters and slaves.
Because it's not.
It's not. Of course it's not. Jeez. Racist names and symbols are going by the wayside quicker than you can keep up. Statues of Confederate officers and slave owners have been toppled.
Okay.
All over the world. No one's horrible legacy is safe. Or no one's good legacy is safe even right now.
I know.
During the current movement against police brutality and systemic racism after the murder of George Floyd, people of all colors have taken to the streets demanding change.
Mm-hmm.
So they go on and on, blah.
Oh no!
Blah.
Oh no! The justification, Pat. I wouldn't skip any of this guy's solid points. I mean, he makes the case.
Yeah.
He makes the case to get rid of the Masters tournament. We got to rename it.
Recently, NASCAR did the unthinkable, banning the Confederate flag.
Okay.
After all, that move is a direct slap in the face of the sport's paying customers. It wasn't an easy decision. It was simply the right choice.
The right choice.
Even Uncle Ben's, Mrs. Butterworth's, and Aunt Jemima are all out of work. Their racist stereotypical images won't grace the packaging of some of our long-standing food products very soon. But let's not stop there.
There's a bigger
one in the room that needs to be addressed, changed, and removed.
Here we go.
The name, the Masters.
The Masters.
Must go. The heralded golf tournament, one of the 4 majors, needs to go back to its original name, the Augusta National Invitational. Became the Masters in 1939.
Do you not know any history writer from Deadspin?
The Masters never felt good or even sounded good when you said it. And before we hear from the choir about tradition and history, save it.
Save it.
When that history and tradition is rooted in slavery, it shouldn't be preserved and honored. It's not rooted in slavery.
I will not see the end of this show.
Be honest. When you hear anyone say the Masters, you think of slave masters, and not once.
Not at all, man.
Not once. Not ever. Not once. There's nothing else. Nothing special. You don't think of someone mastering the game of golf. Yes, I do. Actually, I do. Even at dictionary.com, one of the definitions you get for master is owner of a slave. It's a dark reminder of America's ugly past.
That is a deep dive research right there.
Who wrote this slop? Deadspin, of course.
Seriously, this is like a high school kid writing an article.
Seriously. I mean, not even high school.
And I have not been able to confirm this. There is a Pat head who took a screenshot from, I don't know if this was some Slack channel or something like that for real estate agents in Texas. Mm-hmm. And I guess, and again, I can't find this anywhere else, and whoever sent this to me, I don't know if you want to follow up, but they're apparently from real estate descriptions going to change the description of master bedroom and master bath. Realtors in Texas. And they're now going to change it to primary bedroom, primary bath.
Boy.
Help us, please. Please. Aliens, what are the aliens waiting for? Oh, we have video. Maybe they're arriving. Do we have that video of some identified flying object? I don't know where this was. Daily Caller tweeted this out earlier. Look at that. I don't know what that is, but come on down. Let's go. 6 ambassadors are coming in visiting us now. I think they're flares or fireworks or something like that, but it looked cool, right?
Yeah.
You liked it. That's our hope. I mean, that's where we're at. That's our hope. Please be aliens. Please. Begging you to come and just take over.
Could it get much worse? Well, the answer is yes. We find that out every day. We find it out every
just wait till 2021. It's going to be awesome, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be awesome.
Everything is awesome when you're part of a team. So, a black brother and sister stop a black thug. At least there is some good happening in the world. The black brother and sister saw a black thug robbing an older white guy, and they chased down the thug.
I love this.
Check this out.
Thank you.
Hold on. And I'm going live because this is what the black men need to do. This raggedy ass man just robbed this old white man for no reason.
I love it.
Well, it's an unplanned donation, I think.
An unplanned
is what it
donation.
was.
Look at this.
And you just robbed that man like that. You bogus is a and this what we fighting for now.
I love this. Watch this.
Yeah, my brother chased his on the street and made him return all that Sit your ass down. Can somebody call the police?
You just lied to me. I should bust your shit for lying, nigga. I should bust your shit for lying,
we
nigga.
rode right past you and we seen you robbing him. We seen you.
Money, man.
I love it.
Are you okay? Are you okay? Did you call the police?
My $800.
$100. Watch this. There you go,
Here you
man.
go, boss.
Is that all you had, sir?
Thank you. I love that.
Really cool.
So good. Look, we're still Americans.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Helps restore just a little bit of faith in mankind,
restored.
doesn't it? That there's still some humanity among us.
It's going to be a good day for an animal video, too, right, Pat?
Oh, right. Sure. Also, the Major League Baseball, the hierarchy apparently has finally worked things out with the players.
Wow.
And they're going to come back on July. Opening day will be either July 23rd or 24th.
Boy, it's going to be a
long 60
season.
Game season. 60 games.
Wow. So good.
So you're going to jam the entire season into 2 months and then just do the playoffs and we're done.
Whoever wins it's not going to feel like a real championship, you know?
Well, it's not going to be a real championship.
It's just like a tournament.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
But, I mean, is it better than no baseball at all?
Sure.
For everybody who's looking forward to the season? Yeah, I think it is. I think it's better than nothing. The players are going to get 37% of their salary, which that's better than nothing, I guess. Again, they would have been unpaid this season. So would you rather have 37% of your salary or 0%?
Will I be
of your
watching? Absolutely.
That's the thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the thing.
So now
especially now because we're really hard up for sports.
Right. So now it's 2 months of staying up too late to watch sports instead of 6.
I was so hard up for sports over the weekend. I watched the National Cornhole Championships.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with that. That's good stuff. Are you kidding me?
It's great. That's me. Welcome to it. Great to have you with us. 888-900-3393. Our busy show continues. We had so much to get to. Of course, that's every day now. It's just an everyday thing. Let me read some tweets here from our fabulous, wonderful listeners and viewers. The Steve 42 tweets, Eskimos are too busy running away from polar bears to give a crap about NASCAR.
Eskimo.
Jeffy's 18 spoons. What the FBI failed to understand was Bubba Wallace feels the rope is a noose. So it's a noose. Sammy Weiss, America is so racist that people need to fake hate crimes. That's such a great, great observation.
Amen.
Racket. That's great.
It's a great take.
Great. Keystone Pig.
So good.
Haven't we learned not to automatically believe accusations of hate crimes and sexual assault? How many times does the little boy have to cry wolf before we just stop? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Shall not be infringed. Instead of all our car modifications and limits for white drivers, just require them to drive a Yugo. Simpler solution.
That's funny.
Yeah,
I like that. Yeah.
Yes, it is. Fauci, shut up. Bubba Wallace is the Kaepernick of NASCAR. So will they be kneeling in NASCAR too?
I'm sure. I don't know, but speaking of Kaepernick and his former team, the 49ers, they flew a flag outside their stadium yesterday. They're in
Did they now?
San Francisco.
Do we have a photo
we have
of that?
the image of the look at that, a Black Lives Matter flag flying. I almost said candlestick. Levi Stadium.
Look at that.
Isn't that fun?
Flying with the American flag, California flag, Black Lives Matter flag.
That's so good.
And again, I'm sorry, what was it the Black Lives founder was saying about Black Lives Matter? It seems that they're...
are trained Marxists.
Oh, they are trained Marxists. That's what she said about it. If you don't believe me, again, that was what? You are
trained Marxists.
Trained Marxists. I see. Okay.
I mean, there's some gray area there, right?
But that's all. Don't worry about that.
I mean,
we're trained Marxists, so what? So what?
Again, you act like that's a smoking gun. You could interpret that any number
of ways. That could mean that they like Sharpies that they mark, things on. They're Marxists in that they're marking things with a Sharpie sort of deal.
You got it. You got it. Mr. Spokesman for Black Lives Matter over here, Pat Gray.
Mm-hmm. That's what she meant.
Next question.
They've been trained,
are trained Marxists.
I see. They're trained Marxists. Okay. In that they are followers and believers in the ideology created by Karl Marx.
And boy, what a great track record that ideology has around the world, throughout history.
Thank you.
All of these, great nations, powerful, free people.
Sure. The Union of Soviet Socialist Republic, the USSR. Back in the USSR. You don't know how lucky you are, boys. Back in the USSR. How about Mao, our friend Mao, where we had the Christmas ornament dedicated to him under Obama, and he had his smiling face up on the White House Christmas tree. That's how wonderful Mao was. He only killed 65 million of his countrymen. He didn't kill them all.
Thank you.
He could have killed 1 billion of them. He didn't. That's what a wonderful guy he was. He spared most of the country. What do you want? Did you want them all to be okay? Come on.
George is always on my.
The Steve 42 tweets, oh my gosh, there's a noose hanging from my garage door too.
What?
Haven't noticed that in 10 years.
Oh, no!
Yeah.
You got an evil neighbor, Steve.
Norwegian Dan, next song to go this holiday season, I'm Dreaming of a White Christmas. There's at least 2 or 3 offenses in that title.
Without question.
Yeah, White Christmas, yes. And then Christmas?
Oh, you just wait till the holiday season gets here. You know that's a battleground waiting to happen. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed. All right.
And all right,
we get to the reason for Jeffy being here today. Time to chew the fat with Jeffy.
Hey, it's in effect now. We we work in Dallas County, and anywhere, inside or outside, that you can't be 6 feet away from someone, you're supposed to wear a mask. So I want to make sure that
Here, you want me to hold that for you?
Safe.
There we go.
I want to make sure we're safe.
All right. So how far?
Are you guys...
Whoa. Yeah, that's 6 foot right there.
Okay, well, you guys are
we're good.
Cool.
Okay. Yeah.
I think we are too. Just toss that over. All right. Yeah. Yep.
All right, we're good.
We're good.
Nice.
All right, look at us.
All right. Social distancing.
We are responsible adults.
I feel safe.
That was a close one.
Right. Right? Because we would have had to wear masks then.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's the law. Well, it's not a law.
And
it's a mandate.
We're in Dallas County as well. So
it's a mandate.
Yeah.
It's not really a law.
So inside or outside that applies?
Yes. If you can't social distance with that 6 feet distance, wear a mask.
One of my granddaughters had a dance recital last night. I'm like, wait, we're under quarantine
no doubt.
here.
I don't want to have to go to these things.
Whoa!
Right.
Whoa! You're gonna use that for the next decade.
That is completely unsafe, and I'll not be a party to it. Okay? I am not going to start killing people in this city.
You want to take your kid to that thing? You go ahead.
What's the rush? I mean, it's been only a decade. I'm not willing to go out there and expose
numbers are
myself.
going up.
We are, and they're going up in record ways.
Yeah.
Yes,
and
they are.
we are still under some shutdown restrictions,
that's
and
right.
I'm not going to that. Well, I did, of course.
Oh boy! So you wore a mask, of course.
No one did. Literally,
that's incredible.
We were outside in this field area, a nice grassy area.
Which way was the wind blowing?
It was north by northwest.
See? Gotta be careful.
Barometric pressure was 7983.9 and falling.
Temperature was 101.2.
But think of this, though. Think of this. The cases are going up, all right? Mm-hmm. That's because we're not on lockdown anymore.
Yes.
This is what we should have been going through
and the
months
numbers
ago.
are going to be going up.
And we're testing. So we're taking people that should have been exposed to this months ago, and we're testing them. Of course they're going up, but the deaths are going down.
And we just had protests all over the country, including Dallas, Texas.
Oh, that can't be
Texas.
Can't be a cause.
It isn't a cause. They've already said.
It cannot be a cause.
They've already said it's not a cause. Are you kidding me?
How can it not?
It's impossible.
How can it not be?
Does the virus know not to spread when you're there for a really good cause?
Right.
Just like a garage door opener rope can't be. I mean, how can it not be a noose?
Right, it has to be.
It has to be.
And the protests can't cause the virus.
Just remember that protests and these love communes or whatever is going on in Seattle, you don't spread anything there. Mm-hmm. It's when you go and stand at a state capitol or you go to like a church or you go to a Trump rally. That's where the virus spreads.
Or if you're in a county like this county, Dallas County, or say Orange County, Orlando, where Orlando, Florida is, and you want to, they have a mask requirement mandate as well. In Orange County and Orlando, and there was video for this weekend showing a man trying to go into Walmart in Orlando and was not wearing a mask. Now, it was trending this weekend, and there were a whole bunch of people on the wear the mask side, and a lot of people looking at it. I watched this video, and it just kind of really makes me mad.
It's
okay,
mask.
So there's a second video that shows the guy and the Walmart guy down the aisleway. Uh-oh. And the Walmart guy is got the mask halfway down his face, so he's now wearing it wrong because
they've
he's in
also
this
had
battle.
Very close contact now.
Yes, they have.
The two of them.
And the Walmart guy's trying to say that the shopper scraped his arm.
Oh boy!
I know.
Oh no!
I know.
But thank you. Look at this. Look at the Walmart chick. She does not have a mask
she does
on.
Not. No, she does not. So now she's leaving. You see her walking out of the Walmart in the video. She was on her way out. Yeah. Although as an employee, she's supposed to have it on in the store at all times.
And then, like you said, the guy's got his mask down below his nose.
Now, I would like to say, if I'm Walmart, that guy has no business following that shopper into the store like that. You can tell him at the door,
right?
Hey, we're supposed to be wearing masks. It's the law or the mandate from the county. And then if the shopper says, "Get out of my way, I'm not wearing a mask," that's not up to the door guy at Walmart.
Yeah.
Sorry, no. Walmart needs to make that. I mean, we have no idea. Does the guy? It was reported that he came back later with the mask. I don't know that to be so, but we don't know if he has a medical condition and can't wear them. We don't know any of that.
Right.
So, I mean, we're just it's the scarlet letter now. I mean, we want us to have the mark on our forehead.
Somebody
that says,
said, who would have thought the mark of the beast would be a mask?
Yeah. I mean,
and a private business has every right to require you wear a mask, but that was harassment by the time they're halfway down the aisle.
Most Walmarts don't require you to wear a mask.
Right.
They leave it like if obviously in the county or municipality where the Walmart is, they follow those mandates. But the Walmart makes their employees, but not their customers.
Right. I guess we're a little beyond the customer is always right thing.
We sure are.
A little past that. We're in the post customer is always right era.
Unless you're unless you're African American and you complain that they have your hair care products locked up.
Yeah, then you're right.
Then you're right.
Right.
Then you're right. I mean, it's just incredible to me. And be careful now. You may want to wear a mask this weekend, though, here in the United States, because the Saharan dust storm is coming. I don't know if you know this, but the large parts of the Caribbean is already there with the Saharan dust storm over the islands in Puerto Rico and coming through, and it's supposed to come to Texas, Louisiana, the southern United States this weekend.
All right.
So make sure you have new filters coming in. Now, it probably is not going to be this bad because it's a broader area and it's coming across the Gulf and it'll start to dissipate. But they're talking about, I mean, that dust concentration from 5,000 feet all the way down to the surface like that, I would say you might want to think about wearing a mask or not go outside.
Will that cut back on the heat some?
I would say maybe you don't go to the dance recital.
Yeah.
You cancel that.
Point.
I know. You maybe just cancel
Jeffy.
the dance recital.
Yeah.
That's just me, though.
No,
just me.
That's not. That's a good safety tip. I would guess that would cool things off, right? If you're blocking out the sun, that should cool things down a little bit.
Right.
Or you could just take Jeffy along for the dance recital and have him stand next to you out in that field.
Why would?
What would happen then?
Because the dust would be coming.
You can sell shade.
The dust thing.
When we think of the beach, it makes some money.
He didn't like that.
You know what they say? When you get caught between the moon and New York City, your name is Jeffy.
Your name is Jeffy.
That much is true.
Is that what they say?
Yeah, that's what they say. That's what they say.
Why?
Why?
I don't know.
Why? Why, man? So EGOT member John Legend. EGOT member John Legend.
That means Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony.
Yeah. So John Legend, he's doubling down on his calls to defund the police, saying that paying cops and building prisons are destructive for society. He said that paying police officers' salaries is expensive. If we spend the money on the front end so that folks have a chance to succeed, then we don't have to spend it on the back end, paying a bunch of cops and building a bunch of prisons and all these other things that are really expensive and destructive for our society. He also said the public should be wary of the police because their accounts of incidents are almost always untrue.
Oh, my gosh.
I mean, okay, that's why we have video confirmation of many of these interactions. Now, I have video of an interaction between police and a kid that was, I saw it going viral in the past few days, and I almost don't want to show it on the air because it's ugly. This kid gets beat bad, and so you're gonna have to take this. I don't know that I want to show it though. All right, we'll play the whole thing. Go ahead.
Oh, you're right. Look at that.
Oh, that cop beat him.
Well, he beat him like a drum.
Like a drum.
That kid is embarrassed.
Well, yeah, that chunky little cop beat him like that.
They were playing football. If
I
you're listening to the
don't
podcast.
appreciate the line "chunky." I'll tell you that.
I
don't like
he
that
had
at all.
Surprising quickness for a chunky little guy.
I do not. It kind of ticks me off with the chunky.
You don't like chunky?
Congratulations to Richard Gere and his wife, Alejandra Silva, welcoming their second son in a year and a half. Richard, now 70. Wow. Alejandra is 37, so 33 years difference. She said she doesn't mind the age difference. He has promised me at least 20 good years.
Oh, wow.
So congratulations. I know. I know. Hey, people ask me two questions all the time. Always ask
What's
me two
your favorite
questions.
word?
One is, how do I listen to Chewing Fat podcast? Well, I mean, I'm going to tell them and you just choose a platform that warms the cockles of your heart.
Except for SoundCloud.
Yeah, well, Spotify.
choose
Just
that.
pick Spotify. Just go to Spotify.
Spotify is great.
You find Chewing the Fat, and then you just subscribe. It's that easy. But a lot of people ask me, how do I pick a show? Jeff, how do you pick a show to watch? Like the new Perry Mason on HBO Max. All right? And I say, well, it's easy to pick that show because you just check off all the boxes. And as you can see, the first episode of Perry Mason on HBO Max checked off all the boxes. TVMA, adult content, adult language, nudity, strong sexual content, and violence.
That's a little different than I remember.
will say that is the show that I'm watching.
There's going to be nudity on Perry Mason?
Well, it's a different twist on Perry Mason.
Who's
He's
Perry
a private
Mason now?
detective. He's a private detective. Perry Mason, the attorney, Perry Mason is the private detective. All right. So, and it's just a different twist on the show.
Who's
However, I will
him?
say
Do you know?
that I can't remember his name now.
I'll find out. Keep going.
Rise is that RYS? Rise, yeah. I will say that the one box that I would have on the Chewing the Fat broadcast program would be the Big Guy Show box, so that people like yourself would know that it's a Big Guy Show.
And that's what you're saying Chewing the Fat is?
Yes. And, the show.
Okay.
Why would.
No, we got it. It's a very big guy show.
It's a big guy show.
Very,
in that
very
a really
big
guy is
He's
doing
a big guy.
Great to have you with us. 888-900-3393. Also at Pat Unleashed on Twitter. There seemed to be a glimmer of hope that AOC might be defeated in her primary. Such was not the case last night.
Now we got the general election. Not the general election.
Yeah, the
Republican. We can get her down there for that.
Yeah, no doubt the Republican will beat her in that district.
Right.
Oh, that's a red. You got that right.
Yeah.
I mean, even AOC knew you got to primary out the man or lady in office. You're not going to defeat him in the regular election, right? No way.
Right.
That's their deal.
No.
Yeah, you got to primary him out.
It's going to be 80-20 or something like that. Yeah. Got some tweets here from COVID Bullet 23. Isn't letting people shoot, rob, and assault each other also destructive for society, John Legend? No. Joe got his monies. Tweets, what you infer from a song or an image elucidates what is in your mind and not mine nor the author's. Serenity now. Speaking of the lyrics from Toto's Africa. That's really
I've been
true.
Singing that stupid song for a day and a half now because
it's been mentioned.
Story.
Anytime it gets mentioned, it's in your head.
I know,
which is why I hate this song so much. It was great the first 10 times you heard it.
Was it?
But great is maybe a stretch. It was okay the first 10 times you heard it. The next 10 million times.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
And then it just completely revolving around in your mind for weeks. That's unacceptable. I can't take it. From Linnell Schultz, I'm feeling psychic this morning. I predict another cartoon is going down. Masters of the Universe.
Oh, He-Man. Yeah. Oh, snap.
Masters of the Universe.
I have the power.
By the power of Grayskull.
That's the lightning hitting his sword, and then turns Cringer into Battle Cat, and then game on.
Cringer is kind of a sissy,
right?
When he's just a regular cat.
Yeah, and then you put a saddle on him, and he's
Battle
got
Cat,
fangs
man.
all of a sudden, and it's like he's got steroids. It's crazy.
Put a saddle on him?
Yeah, there's Battle Cat. He becomes Battle Cat.
Don't you remember
this.
He-Man?
Come on. Remember Tila, Man-at-Arms, Orko?
Come on.
Oh, the whole gang, man.
Right.
Kidding me?
Right.
Oh, my oldest son loved that series.
Me too, man. That's the only toy I kept from my childhood was all my He-Man figures.
Really?
And so now I give them to my kids. And I
gave you something to look up to?
Of course, I didn't break any of them over an entire lifetime, but you give it to my kids for 5 minutes and, oh, look, now they're broken. So,
yeah. I know. It's amazing how that happens. They just don't care anymore.
No, they
these
don't.
kids. These kids today.
No, they don't.
They
don't
just
respect
don't care.
anything.
Right. 888-900-3393. So still they haven't gone into Chaz yet, right? They're
Far as I
talking
know.
about it now, but they haven't done so yet.
As far as I know, yeah.
As far as I know.
The mayor is still waiting for Trump to act, right?
No, she doesn't want Trump to act.
I know, but I think that I feel like she was counting on that.
But I mean, she says, I mean, it's like, it's fun what's going on. She was saying that anyway. At first, it was like, it's great.
So I know it will shock you that the president is perhaps not giving an accurate or truthful picture. We've got 4 blocks in Seattle that you just saw pictures of that is more like a block party atmosphere. It's not an armed takeover.
It's like a block party atmosphere. It's like a festival.
Yeah.
You know, it's a street festival. It's a music concert. It's a 4th of July celebration. That's what it is.
But didn't they say that it wasn't?
Yeah. Now they're saying it. No, wait. Okay. Maybe it's more like criminals. Maybe it's more like an illegal activity.
But didn't even Chaz said it wasn't a block party? Stop calling it a black party.
Yeah,
right?
they were pissed about
it.
Yeah, they wanted to be taken seriously. But this was her attitude in the beginning.
It's not a military junta.
Oh, okay. They are armed,
we will
however.
make sure that we can restore this, but we have block parties and the like in this part of Seattle all the time.
All the time.
It's known
all
for
the
that.
Time. Stop it.
So I think
It's
the
a
president,
festival.
number one, there is no threat right now to the public. And we're taking that very seriously. We're meeting with businesses and residents.
You know the Renaissance Festival?
Yes.
It's like that.
Oh.
It's really fun.
They
and
filled out all
dorky.
the forms. They've got the documents.
Yeah.
It's the block party.
Right. Right. You know, where there's food and there's fun and there's some face painting going on.
I'll tell you one thing. COVID-19 doesn't spread at block parties.
No, not leftist
Silly.
block parties. If you had a right-wing party for Donald Trump, it would spread like crazy.
Right.
Like a wildfire, it would go through those people.
You'd be
They'd drop dead right then and there. A
walking
lot
over
of them.
bodies, that's
yeah.
it.
Yeah. There'd be piles of dead people all over the street. It would be ugly. But not here in Chaz.
But what the president threatened is illegal and unconstitutional.
Yeah, not
and the
not
fact
what they
that he can think he can just tweet that and not have ramifications is just wrong.
Oh yeah, because
the counter will be block parties don't take over a municipal building, let alone a police station.
Check this out from Chris Coyle. A little bit of pushback. A little bit of pushback.
That's shocking.
And destroy it, basically thumbing their nose at any sense of civic control. Do you believe that you have control of your city and that you would be able to clear those streets?
Of course she does.
Because you haven't.
We do, and the chief of police
Nice.
was in that precinct today with her command staff looking and assessing.
They were looking and assessing.
They were there. They
weren't
were
doing
there.
anything about it, but they looked.
Wait,
and they assessed.
Were they trying to figure out what they were going to take with them, or the movers were going to come get?
They were assessing what they could get in the trunk.
Yeah. Well, they're looking. They're just looking
and assessing.
And assessing.
On operational plans. But we saw that it was a point of conflict night after night between the police department and protesters.
Yeah, you can't have that.
And we wanted to de-escalate that. And what we
So we
decided was the
gave
best
it
way
to
to do
them.
that was reopen the streets.
So the best way to do that was to turn an American city over to anarchists.
Oh, my goodness.
That was the best way to calm things down.
No, the best way to calm things down was to allow them to have their block party.
Right, that's right.
Not
their street festival.
anarchists taking over the street.
It's like a Renaissance festival. It's just no medieval garb, which really is better, right? I mean, I like that better.
What is this, laissez-faire law enforcement? What are we doing here?
Then there's this.
How long do you think Seattle and those few blocks looks like this?
I don't know. We could have the summer of love.
Oh, that's funny. It could be 1968 all over again. Isn't that wonderful?
Awesome.
Well, now that she's thinking about taking back the area, that of course wasn't serious.
There's some nuance here.
There is some nuance, but
when you call it the summer of love, and you've got this Raz Simone out literally handing rifles off to people who he doesn't know. It's like, how do you make those two things jive?
You don't.
So I think, Randy, I would urge you and everyone to watch the whole interview, including what I said exactly after that.
Okay.
I clearly said that in jest. It probably was not the smart thing to do. But then I said, but seriously, we think that we can have both public safety and First Amendment protests. And
okay, she keeps calling this a First Amendment protest. There's nothing in the First Amendment about chaos and anarchists taking over American cities.
Well, okay.
I'm sorry, if you believe this bullcrap was justified by the United States Constitution, you need to be removed from office.
Well,
you need to not be the mayor of the
there's
city.
the summer of love clause. that you're missing.
I guess so. Yeah, I guess so.
Keith, that was clearly in jest.
In jest. You're right. She meant to say summer of STDs. Right.
I mean, she did tell us that the police were obviously back at the precinct.
Oh, and they were looking?
And assessing.
And see, you keep leaving out
That's a lot
the
of stuff.
assessing.
No,
okay?
I'm emphasizing the looking.
I see. No, you're spinning
that's most of what they were doing.
No, you're spinning this.
And they were assessing.
Yeah.
And they were assessing. So that must still be what they're doing because they haven't done anything yet. How long do you let that go?
Well,
seriously,
until you're done assessing.
Yeah.
Okay,
it takes some time. It's going to take longer than the Iranian hostage crisis. I still contend.
I don't think so.
I think it's going to go.
I don't think so at this point. I don't think so.
I was with you in the beginning, but I don't think so now.
Yeah.
Because they've had a couple other shootings now.
Yeah,
right?
several.
Yeah,
several shootings, lots of rapes.
So there's some
theft.
some actual crime being reported
There's been
in
some
the summer of love.
Unplanned donations going on.
So, but at least there's a police precinct there then, right? That's going to take care of this.
Well, yeah, they're going to take care of it.
Well, there's an empty police precinct.
As soon as they're done looking.
And assessing.
And assessing. They'll get on that. I don't know, man. I just think in a city like Seattle, it's going to go on and on and on.
We'll see. I mean, she did make it sound like they were going to do something about it.
She did, and that's why I think that I felt like originally they were kind of hoping that Trump would do something so that it would look worse on his part.
So they could blame him.
Right.
Yeah.
And so since he's backed off, which thank you, President Trump, for doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. They have to do something, right? I mean, the Renaissance Festival can only go on for so long,
right?
And then it's time to.
Now
wrap
wait a
it
minute.
up.
Hold on a second.
The turkey legs are out. You're out of the turkey legs. You're tired of wearing the mask. It's time to wrap it up.
I just cracked a code. Psychic Nikki's prediction number 183 for the year 2020: riots at a Shakespeare festival. I think we see where this thing is headed.
There you go.
Right?
She also did predict just general riots, right?
She did.
Didn't she?
No, she was, yeah. But this is what's so weird. She had these specific ones like riot at a basketball game, riots in South Africa. Oh, good job with that one. Shooting and riot at Harvard University. She got pretty specific with the riots. But then prediction number 264 from Psychic Nikki for the year 2020. Protests and riots worldwide. You could have saved yourself some trouble on these more specific ones.
She nailed it.
But yeah.
She nailed it.
Yeah, I won't have you badmouth Psychic
I
Nikki
shan't
anymore,
be
okay?
badmouthing her. Oh. She nailed it. So,
Psychic Nikki, you are
way to go, Psychic Nikki.
Right. Okay. Thank you.
That was good. That was good. County in Oregon is exempting non-white people from a new order that requires face masks be worn in public. The reason? To prevent racial profiling, of course.
Oh.
Wait,
no,
what?
Please, no, honey.
I'm sorry, how does that? Okay, so they don't have to wear a mask, so they're not racially profiled? I don't understand how that
works.
Lincoln County health officials announced last week that all residents must wear face coverings when in public places in which they're likely to come within 6 feet of another person who is not from their own household.
Okay.
But people of color do not have to follow the new rule if they have heightened concerns about racial profiling and harassment over wearing the mask. Well, of course, they're all going to have that, right? I mean, they're all going to. I have a heightened concern about racial profiling.
I don't understand. I don't understand that at all.
I don't understand how it.
Like, you see less of my face, so now
you'll racially profile me, but when I'm not wearing a mask, you won't. It doesn't make any sense to me.
You know what?
I don't understand.
Just claim that you are part minority, and you don't have to wear the mask. And because it says you can't challenge someone that makes this claim. That's in the ordinance.
What if I identify as a black person?
That's the point. I mean,
I'm identifying as a black person today, and I have a heightened sense of racial profiling and harassment.
So I'm going to need you to back off, officer.
I'm going to need you to leave me alone. Okay.
Thank you.
I'm not wearing a mask, is what I'm saying. Okay.
I need you to back off me, is what needs to happen.
Seriously, I'm going to totally take advantage of this if I live there.
Of course you are. Of course.
I'm not even going to drive. See, right now I drive around with a mask in my truck in case I end up somewhere where I have to go. I have to put it on to go inside this business or whatever, or the doctor's office or something stupid like that. But if I live in Lincoln County, Oregon, I'm not even driving around with a mask as a fail-safe. I'm just going to say, I'm black. Yep. I'm sorry that you can't see it, but I am. So I'm not wearing a mask.
Health officials also said, though, no person shall intimidate or harass people who do not comply.
See? Look
All
at
right,
that.
there you go.
Yeah.
Seriously, there it is. I mean, done.
That's what they said.
You don't even have to say you're black because I'm just not complying. You leave me alone.
Is equal protection under the law just not a thing anymore?
No, it's not a thing.
Unless you're a Walmart door guard.
There you go.
Then you can tell people, you can harass people for not wearing a mask.
Or a mall cop. If you're a mall cop, you can also harass people. Yeah, because they've got incredible authority.
If you've got some sort of vest on, some sort of crossing guard vest on.
Crossing guards have all power.
You've got power.
And Cardinal Tobin.
Okay. Oh, that goes without saying.
I realize. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry.
By what authority did you nullify the Bill of Rights?
I called up Cardinal Tobin, Cardinal Joe Tobin in Newark.
I had one of our listeners. I should send it. One of our listeners sent me a picture of her with Cardinal Tobin. Saying I had a picture with him a few years ago. I didn't realize he was all powerful.
Oh, that's great.
That's
really?
Awesome. Yeah, I gotta send
that's funny. Yeah, send that to me. If you're like me, you consider your dog to be a part of the family. Well, I mean, I consider our dog to be a part of the extended family, like mostly
really?
my wife's family.
Not
really.
Yes, this is a glorified rat we're talking about.
I have a lot of wife's family with me too. So,
but we love her. We do. And you know, you want your dog to thrive. You want your dog to be super healthy. And when you have those feelings, you take responsibility for their well-being. One of the things your dog needs is nutrients, vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, probiotics, omega oils. It's a long list, and you don't get any of those from dry dog food. Why? Because it's sterilized so that it can last up to 3 years on the store shelf. So that burns all the good stuff completely out of it. Well, Rough Greens VitaSmart puts all that stuff back into your dog's food. It's not dog food. It's a dog food supplement. So you feed them the same thing, but this is jam-packed with the things that will promote a happy and healthy doggy lifestyle. Your dog's going to go crazy for this stuff. If they're finicky eaters, they seem to, I don't know why, but they love the taste of this. Take the Rough Greens 14-Day Jumpstart Challenge. It's just $14.95. You'll see the difference in your dog in 14 days or less. If you want to see your dog thrive again within 2 weeks, go to roughgreens.com/blaze. That's ruffgreens.com/blaze. And please don't forget, police were just in Seattle the other day, looking and assessing.
in the police precinct.
Yeah, in the police precinct. They were looking. And they were assessing.
So it's not completely abandoned.
So I'm looking.
It's under control in Seattle.
And now I'm assessing.
I think we're good here.
And then we're good. And then we left. And so.
What else do you want us to do?
Don't you dare come to me and tell me the police aren't doing anything about what's going on in Chaz. Don't even tell me that. They're looking and assessing.
Yeah, do you want them to pack the boxes while they're there?
They're doing a lot of stuff in Seattle right now. I don't want to hear it anymore.
Okay. And don't forget, they were policing at a distance. Remember that? They were observing at a distance.
Observing at a distance
as crimes were happening.
Now they've actually gone to the area and looked and assessed.
Honestly, what else do you need?
I mean, what do you want them to do? What do you want them to do? Go in there with guns ablazing and start killing black people again? That's why we're here in the first place.
Thank you.
No, they're looking. And assessing.
That's a big deal. That's a twofer.
It's huge. Don't even get me. Well, you already got me started.
See, no,
shouldn't have. You shouldn't have got me started.
Sorry.
Let me play this Lincoln Project ad for you because it's driving me out of my mind.
Oh, good. Oh, that's good.
Now, these are Republicans, right, who are
the part of the Lincoln
Trump
Project.
haters. Yeah, they don't like Trump. Check out this ad.
Hey, Donald, your campaign manager told you a million fans wanted to come to your first big rally. Turnout in Tulsa? A dud. You've
Pause it for a
probably
second.
heard this before.
Okay, there were 6,200 people, according to the official police report. 6,200 is not a dud in a pandemic.
And everyone in the complex, I think, was like, there was double that, right? It was like
about 12,000. Yeah. It wouldn't surprise me. Because, only the upper bowl wasn't filled.
And they had incredible viewing numbers on television.
Yes, like 8 million on Fox. It was the biggest Saturday night of all time on Fox News.
It was a dud.
Jeez. All right, let's see the rest of this.
You've probably heard this before, but it was smaller than we expected.
Okay.
It sure wasn't as big as you promised.
Here we go with the double
Honestly,
entendre.
we're not surprised. We've seen that you're shaky. Can't keep your polls up. And it's getting worse.
Despicable.
You talk a big game.
The event in Oklahoma is unbelievable. The crowds are unbelievable. They haven't seen anything like it.
And can't deliver. Sad.
I mean, that was true, though, at the time.
Pause it for a second.
At the time, that was true.
He doesn't help himself with that. The crowds are unbelievable. They've never seen anything like it. Well, okay. That's not
at the
exactly...
time, but at the time, that was true.
At the time, they hadn't done it yet.
I know, but it was reported that the ticket sales and people ordering online was through the roof.
Yeah. It was. They said there were 1 million RSVPs.
And we found out that he'd been had from those darn TikTok users.
Yep. All right, let's see
You
if we
talk
can
a
finish
big
this.
game.
The event in Oklahoma is unbelievable. The crowds are unbelievable. They haven't seen anything like it.
And can't deliver. Sad. Weak. Low energy.
Yeah,
just
brother.
like your presidency. Just like you.
Pathetic. Okay, so these are Republicans that are never Trumpers. Now, first, if you're a longtime listener, you know I was obviously not a Trump fan during the campaign. I thought Ted Cruz was the best guy for the job. But here we are now, 4 years later, five years later since the escalator announcement. And Trump has mostly been a pleasant surprise. Do I like everything he says and does? No, and we talk about those things. But here's the bottom line for this election. I'll say it again. What is the alternative? Chaos and Marxism? As Republicans, as conservatives, who else do you turn to? It's just too critical now. We're teetering on the brink of complete disaster. The only other person that can win is Joe Biden.
Yeah.
Can we all agree on that? Whether you're a Lincoln Project Republican or a log cabin Republican.
And of course, they endorse him.
Or a Republican, Joe Biden's the only other guy. Did the Lincoln Project endorse Biden?
They sure did. In April of 2020, the committee announced their endorsement of Joe Biden, a Democrat, shortly after Bernie Sanders announced the suspension of his campaign. In other words, they were waiting to endorse whatever Democrat was left standing.
That's amazing. If they would have endorsed Bernie
Sanders.
Yeah.
Wow.
Any of them.
Okay, well, you set aside Biden's politics for a second. Biden is a blithering idiot. He's losing his noodle right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
right?
yeah. 55% of people think he has dementia.
Yeah.
He may not get through his first term.
Right.
So who's the Democratic female vice president you're gonna want if Biden can't serve?
Stacey Abrams.
Kamala Harris. I don't care who it is. It's going to be a bad option.
But Stacey's running Georgia.
Then there's the disastrous politics. Joe Biden is not a conservative Democrat. He's a liberal progressive Democrat.
Yeah, and he's just there to mold by the far left.
The only thing worthy of Joe Biden is that he won't say disband the police.
Right.
That's the only thing.
Right.
The only thing worthy of anything that he says.
I mean, it might feel good to these Lincoln Project Republicans to say that you're not going to vote for Trump no matter what, and that you endorse Joe Biden. Maybe you think you're really open-minded or whatever. All you're doing is speeding up America's demise.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
all you're doing. And it's despicable.
And like you, I wasn't necessarily a Trump fan.
None of us were in this building.
I mean, I obviously endorsed Jim Gilmore. And,
That's right.
I mean, he was my front runner.
Choice.
He was my front runner.
Yeah.
I was disappointed that he dropped out that very next day. Anyway,
You hitched that wagon too early. Who would have thought?
but I mean, my gosh!
But there's no other way to go this time.
Can't.
There's no,
You just can't.
and we've seen that we were wrong about certain things with Donald Trump during the campaign.
We were.
done some great things that I don't think any other candidate would have done.
And the beating he's taken?
Oh my gosh!
Oh my gosh!
888-900-3393. More Pat Gray Unleashed coming up.
Ray.
I mean, you just don't know where the fun is going to come from here. You just don't know.
But it will come.
But it will come. It'll come fast.
All you have to do is look
and assess.
And the fun will be there.
Yes, it will. Yes. Got some tweets here from Proud Mr. Graybeard. Democrats. Minorities are at higher risk of COVID. Also, Democrats. Go ahead and go in public in mass without masks and get as close as possible. Well, yes, because you don't understand. Racism is the bigger disease here.
Yeah.
Racism is the biggest disease. Oh. And we must get out in mass and fight it. Occam's Electric Razor tweets. Predictions from Psycho.
What was that?
Occam's Electric Razor tweets. I still can't say it very well. Predictions from Psychic Occam. At some point this year, there will be a weather event of significant note. Well, that's that's going out there on a limb.
Sure is.
Yeah.
He stuck his neck out, huh?
Yeah. Wow. Caffeinated Texan. I might be wrong here, but I always thought you had block parties on your own block on which you own a home and you clean up after your mess. Guess things are different in Seattle. I think so. From Cyberchasm, it's obvious that Lincoln County just want people of color to contract the virus. Hence the systemic racism we've been hearing about.
Yeah.
That's right.
It does feel that way.
Doesn't it? I got to take 60 seconds here and tell you about Omega XL because I've been in lots of pain. I got the pain in the back that has been there for some time since I was 28. So that's over 4 years now.
Wow, that long?
Yeah, 4 years.
4 years.
Wow.
Yeah, it's going on 5. It's going on 5 years. About to turn 33 here in November.
So that's the pain in the back.
Yeah, that's the pain in the back. The pain in the elbow was a new thing, and I don't know what the deal was with that, but it was right in my joint, and it was painful just to
one of those.
touch.
Did you have any liquid removed from it?
No, I've had no liquid removed.
I can show you some pictures of the liquid that came out of mine.
No, I don't want to see the pictures, but thank you.
I got pictures of some more other liquid.
But no,
was it chunky?
That's
or is it just?
No, we don't want to hear.
I'll show it to you. Hold on.
But I'll tell you this: started taking the Omega XL a couple of times a day, and it doesn't leave you with that fishy aftertaste all day, and it works. It goes right to the inflammation and it calms it down. And unlike NSAIDs, which are the non-steroidal anti-inflammatories, it doesn't attack your kidneys and your liver. Instead, it's all natural, so it's not even a drug. This is a great product. It'll help you. Neutralizes the inflammation that causes painful, stiff joints and muscles. Let's get you started. Order Omega XL right now. We'll give you a second bottle free when you order one. Visit OmegaXL.com/Pat. That's OmegaXL.com/Pat.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.
Don't bother looking.
No, I'm going to show you the picture.
He's looking at his phone for the pictures of the elbow liquid.
Don't want to see your elbow.
The nurse when she took him out, there was like half a dozen syringes, and I was like, I got to get a picture of those.
It's really nasty.
Why? I was like, I got to have a picture of it.
It's really nasty. But thank you for the offer.
That's awesome, man.
I'll get them. I just don't remember exactly.
Send them down the hall there.
Got 1,000 pictures. I've got over 5,000 images here.
That's great.
Well, and most of them aren't for air.
No, but there's a lot of syringes. Anyway. The heck are they?
Oh, boy. Okay, so if you want to attract men, I guess you keep your cat out of your dating profile.
That's correct. That is correct.
Men who like cats are less likely to get a date. I wholeheartedly believe that.
Oh, yes.
I believe that. If you're standing there with a cat in your arms, especially if you're holding the cat, please, come on. There's not a woman in the world that wants to date you.
Oh, really?
Really?
Look at that. Sorry.
That's this guy? Nobody's dating this guy.
It's the Bo Pelini parody account. Bo Pelini. So good.
Yeah, they said that the university said that they found women are less likely to swipe right and say yes if they were posing with a cat in a picture.
So swipe right is save the dating prospect dating right. Swipe left is to trash
swiping
it.
Right is yes. Swipe left is no.
Correct.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah. Men holding cats were viewed as less masculine. Yes. More neurotic, of course. Agreeable and open, and less dateable, according to the authors of this study.
Yeah.
That's it. That's interesting, Ivan. Is there a number of people can call if they want to date a guy with a cat? Look at these guys.
I know.
Come on now.
I know.
Stop it.
That's good.
You're holding a cat like that and smiling sideways.
I know.
Yeah. No. Bye-bye.
Now, there wasn't any mention, though, if they were more likely to get a man. So I guess that study's coming.
They should look into that.
I know.
They should. They should look into that because I wonder.
Thank you.
I wonder. All right. 888-900-3393. Also at Pat Unleashed on Twitter. All right. Since we brought up the cat, let's do the dog thing that you've been talking about for days.
Why do you introduce it like that?
What is the dog thing?
The dog helping the kids cross the street?
Yeah, the dog.
What? Why the setup like that? Watch this. So this stray dog, he barks at cars and makes them stop so that they don't even have to have a crossing guard. The dog handles it. Watch this. That dog sees a car coming. He is
barks at the car.
Yeah, he's not happy. So look, the kids are going across. Now look, the dog keeps checking out. Let's see. I'm going to walk along here, make sure these kids get safe.
So he walks him all the way across the street.
Right now he's keeping an eye though.
Our dog gets hit by a car.
Yeah.
Yeah, gets run over.
That's in the country of Georgia. So thank you for sending me that. We'll retweet that out because that's a fun one.
That's in the former Soviet Republic of Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know they had dogs there. How about that?
We've gotten a lot of dash cam videos out of that country.
Yeah, we have. Yeah, where everybody was fine, which is the great thing, because some spectacular crashes, but nobody was hurt.
Nobody's harmed.
That was great. Nobody was ever harmed in the making of Russian dash cam videos.
Here we go. I found them.
Oh, good. Wish we could look, but we can't because we're in the middle of
Let me
something
see.
here.
Hold it up for me. Just for me.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. That's a lot of fluid.
Yeah, that came out of my left elbow.
Wow.
Here, let me show you something that came out of...
No, thank you.
Thank you for not finishing that thought. I think we got all the videos there. Yeah.
No, I got to show you the fabulous Lafayette Park protesters who are just fantastic. They were. Well, I'll show you. Take a look at the protesters. So peaceful. So
right?
pleasant. All they want is racial equality. That's all they want. That's all they want. And they're running up on police. Now they're screaming for a medic, as if this is Vietnam. Medic! Medic! because somebody got pushed by a police officer. See, the police are moving forward, trying to move them back from the statue. This was from the other day when they were trying to take down the statue of, I think this was the Andrew Jackson thing.
I love them.
And look at how they've been badly injured by these brutal police officers.
Can I just say,
some of them had hangnails after this.
Of all the statues that we're standing between,
yeah, I know.
We chose to draw the battle lines at Andrew Jackson.
I don't understand that.
Oh, come on.
Not the best representation of presidents, I don't think.
Or human beings.
Okay, the
move
police,
back,
the
move
park
back.
police are now.
Yeah, it's not great.
Fun.
I like that sort of chanting thing.
I mean, the park police are no bicyclists, but
no, there's not. These are not the elite bicycle team
they are
members.
Not. No, they're not.
So they're screaming and yelling and calling for medics because they've been pushed.
Oh no!
And yeah, they were pushed.
Medic.
Some of them were actually pushed.
Medic.
Wow.
I can't. I mean,
isn't that the same place where John Kerry threw his medals over the fence there?
Yeah, I think that's very close to where that
for
happened.
similar injuries.
Yes. Yes, but he got I think 38 Purple Hearts, wasn't it? 38.
38.
Yeah, 38 Purple Hearts.
Wow. Didn't have any liquid taken out of his elbow, though. I'll tell you that.
No, he did not.
No, he would have gone home for that.
No, he did not.
Okay, so then this is the aftermath of the protest that followed the Lafayette situation. Look at them. The walking wounded now. There they are.
Oh, no.
Trying to get themselves together.
Is there an actual medic there?
I don't believe there are any medics, but everybody's running around. And I like this. Look at this guy's badly injured, and he's being helped by two of his friends. Yeah.
Oh, no. Look at the aftermath.
He's limping. Look at that. He sprained his ankle or something. Thanks to those cops.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And then this guy. Okay, can we go back to the freeze frame
That is awesome.
of the end guy there? Can you go back to the last shot, if you would, please?
Yeah, they will.
Mm-hmm. There it is.
Oh, my gosh. Is that from the hangnail guy?
I thought that was Jeffy at first, and I thought, no, he's in too good a shape.
Wow. Oh, no. Oh, no. Jeffy, do you catch what he's doing there?
Let me ask you a question. When you look like that, why are you sitting there with your shirt off? Why? No, there's no reason.
and the
there's
medic.
no reason for
many
that.
times during life, you want to look and assess.
You do.
And so no matter where you're at,
Wait,
what street corner you're on,
what's a Jeffy burst there? What does that say? Honestly, I have no idea what this is.
Jeffy burst.
The uncontrolled spasm, like one syllable sound emanating from Jeffy when regular laughter appears too late and/or Jeffy finds something surprisingly and overwhelmingly amusing. Example. Jeffy burst, courtesy of Norwegian Dan. Oh, that's cool. So we actually have
I'm in a dictionary. That's nice.
An entry.
That's great.
Good. Jeffy burst.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
I thought the Jeffy burst had something to do with the goo that came out of my elbow. Did I ever show you the picture of this?
No, yeah, you showed me. Thank you. I got to take 60 seconds here and tell you about realestateagentsitrust.com. If you're trying to sell your home, you know what a challenge that can be. That's why you need a real estate agent who's going to come in and take charge of the situation and determine whether your house should be painted or not. Because they know all these styles. They know what people are looking for because they're showing people every day. And so if somebody wants their house white, and everybody does apparently now, that's what I'm hearing. I really want a white house. I'm sorry, I don't want to paint my walls white.
Not in today's world, my friend. Yeah. I do not want a white house, I'll tell you that.
Thank you. So if you need to replace your stairs or you need to do something with your backyard or, whatever it is, roof repair, they've got people who can do that, and they'll help guide you through this process. Real Estate Agents I Trust. It's Glenn's company. And when you have the right kind of agents who work with you, you know that you can rest assured that you're in really good hands of a capable team of people. Same goes for buying a home, too. When you choose your agent through Real Estate Agents I Trust, you've just partnered yourself with a competitive winning machine, a team of people who are going to see it through to the end for you. Real Estate Agents I Trust. The name kind of says it all. Go to realestateagentsitrust.com. That's realestateagentsitrust.com.
Pat Gray, Unleashed.
Okay, so have you heard the latest on the Jimmy Kimmel situation?
They fire him yet?
Some people are saying he's going to be fired.
No way.
I have my doubts because he's a leftist. They don't get fired for this.
No way.
First of all, he did the blackface over and over and over and over again. He did the black voice. He did the very insulting bit involving Karl Malone for I don't know how many times, over and over.
I'll be angry if they fire him actually over that. I mean, it was just a funny bits that he was doing. Leave the man alone.
No, I'm sorry. We're playing by their rules, Jeffy. Yeah, these are their rules.
I know.
So they come back and bite you in the anus just like they do us.
Whoa.
So he deserves it. Then they find out he used the N-word over and over and over again.
Jimmy Kimmel needs to be fired.
Yes,
I want
thank
him
you.
out.
Thank you.
I want him out.
But so some people think he's about to get canceled. I don't know. But that's why I think that's why he took the 2 months off. He says, I just wanted to spend even more time with my family because I'm doing the show at home anyway, so I am with my family. But I want to spend even more time with my family.
Well, he's got a handicapped kid or something too, right? So
maybe that'll save him.
Wow.
So
maybe that saves him.
He used the N-word while impersonating Snoop Doggy Dogg. Is that right?
Yes, and a Christmas
song.
song.
Was that a lyric that Snoop penned?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Because that's a whole separate
It doesn't matter, though, right? Because he used the word. He sang the word.
Because we've had that issue, right? We're playing by their rules. You're saying
and
we're playing by their rules.
And
that's their rules.
Right, and next thing you know, you get bit in the anus.
Yes.
Apparently.
Yes.
That's right. And if we're going to get bit in the anus, so
So
must
are they. Yes.
Universal.
I don't create universal truth. I just live by it. And that's a universal truth. Okay? It bites everyone in the anus equally.
Equal opportunity.
Anus biter. Buttocks biter. This might be better because it has alliteration.
Well, that may be the official. That may be the official dictionary term, but
yes,
street lingo is the anus. Yes.
So, yeah, Kimball said, I'm taking this summer off to spend even more time with my family. There's nothing wrong. I'm healthy. My family's healthy. I just need a couple of months off. Yeah, maybe that's to simmer everything down, get everybody talking about it. And by the time he comes back, they won't have to cancel him because we'll all have forgotten about it.
Yeah.
So I think that's what's going on.
Yeah, I need to spend more time with my family after, 4 months of being on lockdown. I just need a couple more months on lockdown, effectively.
Yeah, because they're all doing the show from their house. Mm-hmm. Kimmel, Fallon, whoever else that other guy is, such an idiot.
Whoever the other guy is.
And that other guy, yeah.
Oh, yeah, there's the other guy, too, that does the show at night.
5 or 6 of them that do shows at night. I don't know.
Of course, none of them have the fun canned laughter setup that Bill Maher has going on in his house. I mean, you see this? Right?
Right. How about those Republicans? Huh? Right? Am I right? Who's with me on that Trump guy, huh? How right am I about him? Trump. Right?
That is...
It's about that funny, too.
Yeah.
It's about that funny.
Just to have... Why can't he just... He's got people there, right? It's not robotic cameras. Maybe it is. Maybe he just has the robotic cameras. I don't know. But
I would imagine
there's got to be some
there.
staff there, right?
Yes. Just have them laugh.
Yeah.
Yes. But it's absolutely terrible. He's terrible anyway, but this is, it's so bad when you add the 50s canned laughter. Hey, how about that dumb guy in the Oval Office? Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Even
Who's
him
with me?
acknowledging the fake crowd doesn't make it any better. Just leave the door open to your basement. Let the crickets come in.
Well, now, and look, capitalism is at work, right? I mean, I saw where, and I'm sure it's being developed by other companies as well, but I know Tony Robbins was talking about his app development where, you can call in, use the app, and then he'll be able to get live feedback. You'll be able to laugh and cheer and do whatever on your app. So you have the app open on your phone for a live event.
Oh.
And you're able to cheer and yell or whatever. So, I mean, that's what...
It's kind of cool.
Yeah. I mean, and I saw some soccer teams are trying to have Zoom screens set up in the stadiums so you'd be able to, zoom in and enjoy the game that way.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
And participate. So, I mean, things they're trying
that whole crowd app thing,
things.
that's the NBA also talking about that so that you can be at home and have access to this NBA app and push a button to, I guess, affect the decibels by 0.01% in the arena. And so effectively you're cheering from home. That's actually
because one thing we do know is there's going to be nobody in the stadium.
Right.
For the NBA. We do know that. The only the players and the arena staff are going to be there for the NBA games at Disney World. So that'll be interesting because that's going to be about the first test. Yeah, that'll be the first test, right? Because the Major League Baseball season won't have started yet. Will it? Or will it? No, because that starts on the 23rd or 24th, and then the NBA is the 31st of July. Is that right?
I think 30th.
So we might have empty baseball stadiums before we have
NBA.
The empty
NHL
basketball.
Those
July
games will be
30th.
canceled anyway. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
As soon as one team comes down with 4 players have tested positive, game canceled.
That's what I'm worried about for football season. Especially in college football.
I know.
You get 2 players who have it. They're not going to assume those are the only 2 players with it. They'll have to stop the whole team from playing, won't they?
Right. That's what I'm saying. So just shut it down.
Unless nobody gets COVID-19 playing football.
So here we go.
Well, if they lock them down, that'd be great.
Baseball, Baseball will start either July 23rd or 24th. Hockey will return on July 30th, and NBA on July 31st. So
interesting. It's going to be an interesting summer.
It sure is.
Because a couple of sports there that don't usually play during the summer. And And
we're gonna go from having no sports to every sport on at the same time. You're like, what do I do?
Yeah.
Show me some pictures of Jeffy's elbow fluid.
Stop watching the games that you wouldn't watch anyway.
Wait a minute. That's not accurate at all.
Also, NBC's under fire right now for blackface episodes of 30 Rock.
Well, then.
Yeah, Tina has asked. They asked
Tina
them to
Fey,
shut it
who
down, right? Yeah.
She wrote the shows.
Yeah.
She wrote them.
Well,
why did you write the
then.
blackface into it in the first place?
Well,
apparently 4 shows, including 2 shows in one season in blackface. How is that? How do you survive that?
I mean, but when did she write those episodes?
But
Way
again,
back
I'm with you. I'm with you on
2012,
that. And I'm with you. And you know what?
2013.
We can't. The comedy is, we're being held responsible for things that were funny 40 years ago, and we're saying, well, they're not funny now, and we're going to hold those people responsible to today's standards. I don't agree with that. However,
these were just a few years ago.
Right.
Back to you, though.
Yeah. Like 20.
These are your rules.
Yes, they
These
are your rules.
Oh, yeah.
And these were fairly recent. It's not like 30 Rock was 30 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
It was 7 years ago when it stopped, right? 6-7 years
Something
ago?
like that, yeah.
And Tina Fey is one of their...
She's one of theirs.
One of the golden children
Yeah,
of the left.
she sure is.
So what are you doing writing blackface episodes? If that's so wrong, if Megyn Kelly can be fired...
Can't even... ask about it
from the same network. Just asking a question about Halloween and whether it's appropriate or if it's okay. She gets fired for that on the same network.
What's the punishment? What is it?
Buttocks biting.
Buttocks biting.
Yeah.
Buttocks biting. Okay.
Yeah. Or anus biting.
Oh, anus biting.
But I like the buttocks biting, I think, a little better.
Good alliteration.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's the actual
alliteration
dictionary.
is important. So, yeah, that's you're going to get bitten in the buttocks by this, and I'm glad that the leftists get to experience it just like the rest of us.
Yeah.
It serves them right because this is the world they've created. This is the bed they made. Now they get to lie in it. All right, 888-900-3393.
Welcome to it.
Yeah, we get to end on a happy note today.
Yay!
Yay! All right, we'll see you tomorrow.